The following is a RackRadioShow.com exclusive.
And welcome back to the Rack right here on WildTalkRadio.com, brought to you by our friends over at Wrestling Figure Wednesdays. Go to youtube.com/MBG1211 for all your stop-motion wrestling action figure needs. We are super excited because joining us right now is one of the stars of E's hit reality series, WAGS. Please help me welcome to the show, Barbie Blank.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm excited to talk to you today. And my first question has to be, how's married life treating you? I hear congratulations are in order for you.
Yes. They just got married at the end of February, and it's amazing. I mean, I married my soulmate, so it's just been a whirlwind. Planning the wedding, and the wedding day was like the best day of our lives. And, I'm just excited to call him my husband now and carry on the Saray name.
That's so sweet. And we saw a lot of you planning your wedding and, setting up for your wedding in season 1. Are we going to get to see any of your wedding in season 2?
Oh my gosh, you're going to see everything in season 2 when it comes to the wedding. You're going to see the ups and the downs of planning a wedding. You're going to see the bridezilla moments. You're going to see some stuff that goes down where I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if this wedding's going to happen, because stuff, went on with planning the wedding, but I don't want to give too much away. There's some drama with the girls leading up to it, but you get to see the whole wedding, which I can't wait for the fans to see. I can't wait to see them, see all of my hard work pay off and just see what this year and a half wedding that I've been planning. It was such a magical day, and I can't wait for everyone to see it.
It sounds awesome, and it sounds amazing. Was it, because it sounds like it was a lot. I mean, and I'm sure it is with a wedding and just all the little details.
Crazy. This is my first time planning a wedding, so finding out even down to the place cards and everything like that, you're just like, oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. Thank goodness I had an amazing wedding planner though, and she really helped me with so much. So she was a big help.
That's always good, because it's
hard planning a wedding and it's in Mexico when you're in LA. Not easy.
I know, because it's like you can't be there, and you
exactly.
just need that extra set of
eyes.
eyes.
Through email, yeah.
So, congratulations to you. It sounds like it wasn't as stressful as it could have been, which is always good. So,
yeah, no, on the day it was amazing. Just the day up was perfect. So I can give that away.
Don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, you have to tune in on Sunday.
Yeah, check it out. So, besides your wedding, what else can you give away in terms of season 2, or can you give much away? The beginning of the season, that's mostly just the wedding planning, and really, there's some drama with the girls, but I kind of stay out of that this season. I didn't want to be involved with any of the drama. I was like, I'm focused. This is my wedding. I'm planning my wedding. I'm not dealing with any of you girls with drama. So you'll see me walk out a lot where I'm like, throw my hands up. I'm done. And then really after we get married, I'm kind of, contemplating if I want to have a family or if I want to get back into work and maybe, do some acting or, something like that. So you'll get to see kind of, where I figure out with my husband, what's our next move. So, yeah. I was going to say, because in the first season, I believe it was in season 4, we kind of saw you talking about your transition away from WWE, where you retired and you moved on, and you talked about that. Were you able to kind of help your husband with your own personal experience when he decided to retire from hockey? Yeah,
I feel like we were able to relate to each other on another level when it came to that too, because, when I retired, I was, I didn't know what was next. I was kind of like, okay, now what do I do, And for him, I think he just enjoyed being retired and not having to live on a schedule, because he's worked, he played hockey for 20 years. So I think he enjoyed, being retired and now not being on a schedule and being able to kind of just do his own thing in golf. But, now he's kind of like, okay, now what do I do? And
he just enjoys golfing and just kind of living a retired life. But I feel like we definitely were able to relate on that level of, when we're retired, okay, now what's next? So it was a perfect timing to get married because we had just, he had just retired and we were able to kind of put all of our efforts into planning a wedding.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have to ask, what's been the best part of transitioning back to what somebody would term a normal life?
It's, with wrestling, because you're on the road 300 days a year and you don't have any off season. So you're like constant, to go from that to just like, okay, now what do I do? It's hard. It's not easy. But I was able to kind of get into a routine of, I started cooking a lot more. I started, working out, and I had my routine down after being retired for a few months. I just got a routine down and was like, okay, this is my life now. This is normal life. This is what normal life looks like.
Just out of curiosity, what's your favorite thing to make?
Oh my gosh. My husband loves this chicken paillard thing that I make, and it's like chicken. It's like the seasoned chicken with arugula and tomatoes and balsamic and olive oil, and super healthy. He likes that, and he likes chicken marsala. So
ooh, yum.
Those are always on either or. He loves those. But I like to, I go on Pinterest and I just, find cool stuff and try to make different things and see what, fits and what he likes the best.
Pinterest can be dangerous. It can be addictive.
Yes. No, it is. I love it. I love Pinterest. And now we just bought a new home. So I've been, able to decorate that, and that's exciting. So that's another thing to Pinterest. So.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So I'm curious, because you said you established that routine. In establishing that routine, is that what kind of attracted you to do WAGS the first season and stay on in the second?
Well, when WAGS approached me about the show, I was like, this is such an awesome concept. And I think it's a great thing that they're, it's not about, who we're dating really. It's kind of about like our lives and how it is dating an athlete, but then our, what we have going on. I was a former wrestler. I wanted to get into acting now and stuff like that. So it's able to highlight that too. And I just, I kind of miss being in the entertainment industry. So when they approached me, I was like, you know what, I feel like this will give me what I've kind of missed when I left WWE, and I'll be able to kind of start working again, because I did miss working too. So I feel like this has been a great opportunity for people to be able to see what it's like, married or dating an athlete and the highs and the lows of that. And that's definitely, what attracted me to it. And to come on season 2, I just, it was an easy answer. I loved season 1, and I'm excited about season 2.
I bet. And do you ever miss being a part of WWE?
I miss the performing. That's, I miss performing for the fans. I miss walking through the curtain and having them cheer for me. So that's the part I miss for sure. So I feel like I'm able to kind of get that fix with being on WAGS, because I have, either you love me or you hate me. And, so I feel like I still have, I'm able to keep my fans. And they're able to see a different side of me. They're able to see how I am in my everyday life, which with WWE, they weren't able to see. They were seeing a character, so.
Right. And with WWE, they have Total Divas. Is that something that if you had stayed, you maybe would have liked to have been a part of? I feel like when I left, it was my time. I just had a lot of issues with my neck and my body. When you're wrestling 300 days a year, your body is doing things it's not meant to do. Right. So you definitely get injuries very quickly. And so I just started to get a lot of injuries, and I was just, I was ready to spend time at home with my, with Sheldon, and we were getting a lot more serious, and it just felt like it was my time. So, when Total Divas came up, I was like, I couldn't go back to doing that schedule, and it just, so I feel like WAGS was the perfect place for me to be. It sounds like the perfect place for you to be. You have a nice balance of home life and work, and it doesn't sound like it's that stressful, and you sound like you're in a really awesome place.
Yeah, thank you. I am.
And just out of curiosity, is your neck feeling better?
My discs in my neck they're always going to be screwed up. So I have like kind of some constant migraines, and there's nothing really I can do about it. I'm not going to get neck surgery anytime soon. So it's kind of just something I deal with. I get like cortisone shots in there, but,
oh my.
It happens. It's not ballet.
No, it's definitely not ballet. And major props to you for doing it. I don't know if I could ever do it.
I mean, it takes a lot of training, and it was not when I started, I was so young, and they really groomed me, and I had to train a lot to get to where I ended up.
so it's not easy.
I can imagine. Do you have any favorite moments that you would mind sharing with us? Or
I probably winning when I was able to win the Divas Championship. That was such probably the best day, highlight of my career was winning the belt, and in how I won it too. It was up to the fans' choice about who faced the person who I won it against. So the fans chose 53% for me. So I went out there and I won the belt, and it was just, I felt like everyone had recognized that I had been there for so long. I had earned this. It's my time. And I was just so happy because once you reach that, it's like you can't go any higher. You're the champ. You're the champ of the whole division. So
that's awesome, and it's so gratifying when the fans say, "This is the person that we want," and it's you.
Yes, exactly.
And then you get to climb that mountain.
That's what motivated me to go for so many years as a fan.
That's awesome.
They mean everything. Yeah.
And I'm sure you take that with you to WAGS as well.
Yes.
Yes. So you mentioned that there has been drama on the show in season 1, and we did see drama in season 1 for sure. Would you say that, on the flip side, you have friends, you have people you get along with? Who would you say that you have the best chemistry with on the show?
I love Olivia. Actually, it's so funny, from seeing last season to now, we've gotten so close. So I would definitely say probably Olivia and Nicole too. We've gotten really close. So you'll see a different side. Because last season I was really with, the wives. And so if you tune in, you'll see how things are, start to change, and it's going to be a really exciting, entertaining season.
Is there, I'd love to know, is there any kind of competition between, the wives and the girlfriends in terms of just, well, you're married and you're not? Is there kind of any tension there between that, or is everybody?
Well, if you saw last season, some women like to think there's a hierarchy, that wives are up here and girlfriends are down here, and that whole thing. I've never been one to be all about that. But I see where the wives come from, and they're saying, the girlfriends, you never know who's going to be here today, tomorrow, so you don't want to get close to them. So I understand that part, but I don't understand how serious they take it. Oh no, I'm not talking to you because you're a girlfriend. I'm not like that. But there are some ladies that are. So
that seems so weird. It's just enjoy your time together. It feels like.
It does happen, and it's fun. Yeah, because it does happen, and it a lot in the athletic world. A lot of women do think that way, so it is an interesting point of view.
It is a very interesting point of view. And you mentioned Tia. Are you excited for Sophia and Tia to join the season 2 cast?
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to bring the drama for sure. They'll just bring a different dynamic. I love that we're switching it up and we have new girls on the show, and I think it'll be great. I think they're going to fit in very nicely.
So is there anybody, because the world of sports is so wide and so varied, is there anybody that you know or anybody that you know of that you would maybe like to see join the show?
Oh, that's a good one. I don't know. That's a good question. Since I'm kind of, since Sheldon retired last season, I haven't really been around the world lately, so I don't know who's around now and who's it'd be amazing if Carrie Underwood or somebody like that would join. That would be amazing. But
that would be cool.
Busy with her country career.
Well, yeah, that could be cool. That would be fun.
Just that. But
well, Barbie, I want to say thank you so much, and I have one more question for you because I know you're a busy lady. Okay. And it's our stock standard question that we ask everybody, and that is, what do you like to do on your day off when you have one? Because I know you're busy.
My day off. Oh, I love going to the movies by myself. I know it's weird, but I love just getting a big popcorn and a Coke and just sitting down and watching a movie by myself, whatever I want to see, not being bothered, not having to explain anything to anyone, not having somebody sit next to me. I just like to be on my own in my own space. So definitely that.
That sounds awesome. There's nothing wrong with taking a little me time,
Right? Seeing a movie by yourself, taking out.
And just enjoying yourself.
Yes.
So, Barbie, again, I want to say thank you so much. Don't forget, you can check out WAGS on Sundays at 10 p.m. Eastern, only on E!